In LA, California, there stood ST.Francis Dam, a curved gravity dam built between 1924 to 1926. Its purpose was to have a storage reservoir for the city. The overall height was 205 feet and spanned about 700 feet. Built by LA Bureau of Water Works and Supply, the collapsing of the dam resulted in over 400 deaths and property damage of around $7 million. It's considered to be the biggest structural failure of the 20th century. The purpose of the dam was to separate the waters from Owens Valley and from the farmers. Mullen, the chief engineer, wanted the dam to be built cheap, fast, and secretive. On March 12, 1928, late at night, the dam collapsed. It was thought to be an earthquake, which was usual for that area of California. The water that was held back by the dam flooded the canyon with 12.6 billion gallons of water. When people woke up, it was a catastrophe. The water destroyed everything in its path, like schools, businesses, and homes. As the dam broke, it destroyed everything in its way, and ended up killing 200 people, and 300 people ended up missing. These people were crushed by falling concrete and are drowned by the murky water of the dam. The estimated damage of the collapse is roughly $7 million. This includes cleanup of houses, destroyed buildings, and things like businesses and banks. The water from the dam could not be stopped. The 12 billion gallon dam flooded the San Francisco Canyon in no time. The event occurred late at night, which took lots of people while they were asleep. The dam swept everything it picked up, right into the Pacific Ocean. The search and rescue team began as soon as possible. They used tractors to dig up the rubble and sift through it, looking for survivors and anybody. After the dam collapsed and the rubble was gone through, an investigation started. They discovered the canyon floor was filled with clay and soft dirt, which should not have been had a dam on and built on. This canyon was also known for ancient landslides. In the end, it was thought to be a horrible flaw. They're not sure of an actual cause to the collapse of the dam. It is said to have many different possibilities at fault. It is suggested that the ground underneath and or around was unstable. The concrete used didn't hold up and failed, and since it was in California, which is known for earthquakes and landslides, an underlying fault. The most popular theory would be the poor engineering judgment of Chief Engineer William Mullen. Overall, just a faulty design. Although the dam keeper, Harness Figure, reported to Mullen about a crack leaking muddy water, which is interpreted that water was eroding the dam from the inside, this was ignored by Mullen. The findings of the investigation were that the canyon floor was not looked into deep enough and was unknown by the chief engineer, Mullen. The canyon was not known that it had a history of landslides and earthquakes. Also, that the soft dirt was able to be eroded by water and was not a stable ground to be built on, especially if you have 12 billion gallons of water total. This engineering flaw in history is a great reminder that no one man can be relied on, and no matter how big or small the project is. It reminds us to take in more information on the area and the history of the build site, and to ensure a safe and sound structure.